Hi guys, tonight I am going to show you how I apply Jamberry wraps on my acrylic nails. Now, as you can see, I already have two of them on, and I'm just going to do one more. I'm just going to do my middle finger here. So I'm going to start from the beginning. What I do is I get fills on my acrylics. And then this time I had her go ahead and put like a kind of a light pink gel coat on top because I knew I'd be doing a clear one, and this one's boomerang, and I really like the style on it. I just think the print is really fun. So anyway, you first want to start by buffing off because they obviously put like a gel top coat on it. So I'm just gonna buff that off. And now mine are about almost a week out here, my nails, and so there is a tiny bit of regrowth, so make sure you buff all the way to the cuticle, and push that cuticle back as well if it's growing out. So get it, so see that one's shiny and my middle one is pretty matte, but it's smooth. So this already has some alcohol on it, but just wipe it off, let it dry. That's all the prep you need. Acrylics are nice because they're already done for you. Now I'm gonna size it up. I about know which one's gonna fit, so yeah, I kind of take another look here, but this one's going to be pretty perfect. And I had in the beginning, well, I still kind of do, a little bit of trouble with my acrylics and applying the nails to them, only because acrylics are shaped differently than natural nails, and so there's more curve to it. And I find that, I don't know, you have more chances of having bubbles around the back, like cuticle area, and the front, and sometimes the sides. So you have to be kind of careful. Use a lot of stretching. The nice thing about Jamberry wraps is that they are so malleable. You can stretch them, you can move them, just keep using that heat, reheat them, and you can basically do, move them in any way you want to. So heat up that wrap for a few seconds, see how it's flapping. That means it's all nice and ready to go. And I like to kind of attach it right at the base. And then I start with one side, so I'll press on one side and get that where I want it. So it's on the one side there. And see, I don't know if you can really see, but there's a little gap there, and I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reheat and peel, not completely off, but enough so I can just move it where I want it. So I stretched that forward, got it exactly where I wanted it, and pressed again. The other nice thing about doing this on acrylics is you don't have to worry about messing up your nail because acrylics are pretty sturdy. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of pressing around the cuticle for now. I will use my rubber pusher in a second once I have it where I want it. So I use the heat a lot because it allows me to move the wrap how I want. See, I'm feeling a bubble in the middle. So I'm going to heat, I'm going to lift, and I'm going to stretch. So I pretty much have it where I want it, so I'm going to heat a little bit more. And this is where I'm really going to push out any bubbles around the edges. I'm pushing. I love this rubber cuticle pusher because it gives you a lot of friction and allows you to really push hard to make that bond to the nail. So I'm pushing, and I've got it pretty much how I want it. So now the excess, if there's quite a bit like this, I don't care to file it unless I absolutely have to. So I'm going to cut as close as I can get to the tip of my nail. See, that's not even as close as I want. Because I find once that I fold it over, because acrylic nails are thicker, that it creates more folds. And I don't like to deal with those. So if I can trim off as much excess as I can, then I don't run into that problem as much. So I've trimmed off as much as I can. I'm going to heat again. Sorry, my nose is running. And I'm going to press with my fingers first. Oh man, that was a pretty good job. I get surprised sometimes when I don't have any bubbles to deal with. That means the more you do this, the better you get. That's what I will tell you, because I have tried many times and gotten really discouraged and frustrated, but you just keep trying and you get the hang of it. You really do. So if anyone ever has trouble, please don't stop trying. These things are amazing and so much fun once you get the hang of it. For some people, it comes really naturally. Others, like me, it takes a little bit. I'm used to getting my nails done. I've had acrylics for 11 years now, and this is just another fun way to spice it up and to save me money too, because now all I have to pay for are fills and not getting them painted or gel on top. So anyway, we are at the point where I am done. I have pressed it on as firmly as I can, and I have no bubbles. It's very smooth. Now what happened to me last night with one of my other ones is I saw a little bubble in the morning that was really bugging me, and if you're like me, if I feel anything, I like to pick at it and it kills me. I just can't stop thinking about it. So all I did was reheated it and pushed it out. Really simple. I mean, that's again so nice about these wraps, is you can do whatever you want with them, and you can keep messing with them, keep reheating, keep pushing out any imperfections until they're exactly how you want them. And again, with acrylics, if you're getting them done, you want to keep the same jams on until your next fill, then they'll just file it off. If you want to change them in between, really simple. I mean, you don't have to be as careful as you do with regular nails. Honestly, you can just peel them off. If you want to use a little heat, it makes it easier. If you want to dip it in some coconut oil, it'll loosen up that bond and help you. You're not going to want to use acetone with your acrylics. You probably already know that. So anyway, very simple. It just takes practice. That's really the main thing. You'll notice too, when it dries completely, and it's cools, I should say, not dries. When it's all the way cooled, sometimes you will have a tiny bit of lifting. I noticed just around the top next to the cuticle. So as I said, just reheat, repush, and you're good to go. If you do see any any bubbles or anything around that tip, that's my trouble spot. So just keep working it. Keep working it, or, you know, pull it up and stretch it. Keep stretching it and just cut off that excess. Sorry. Anyway, any questions, feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer them. Hope this helped.